meet the dynamic Justin Fields. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Cowboys and the Cards, and it's coming up next.
We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First down, and it's Pollard again. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 15 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. They'll run forward with Pollard. They find some open field here. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Johnson, throw left side, complete. That's more. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, here's Fields. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Fields. He'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamar Chase. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Take it in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
Here we go, here we go!
Here's Johnson throwing after the interception. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Johnson to throw on second down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Johnson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us looking good. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Johnson now looking to throw on second down. This complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now Johnson to throw on 3rd down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And his kick here is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So the fumble recovery haven't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Play action. It's Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Fields now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This is caught. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cowboys.
One play action. Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Back to throw. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nailed for a hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
On second down, Connor looking for space. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Johnson. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. From yards out. And the Cards are able to at least get one score back. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw is Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And now they're in the hurry up.
19 yards on the play. Brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 61 yards. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Johnson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Cowboys.
Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means
and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ja'Marr Chase with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Johnson.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Johnson from the gun on third down. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Ja'Marr Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Throwing again on second down.
Fields throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a give here to Pollard. 217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries, but the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Johnson's throw complete there to Moore.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Johnson. And complete to Zach Ertz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Looking to throw. Johnson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Arizona. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Johnson throwing to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Johnson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Johnson now on 1st down.
Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Fields. This is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th down. Something.
Okay, so let's face it. Please let me be about this play. Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Johnson throwing on 1st down. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior